All right, so this is the second video for today. So we're going to move on a little bit from where we were before. So just when I run my program, just to show it running, it's asking me to enter my name. So let's say we're Fred. My program converts Fred to uppercase. Then it says how I play the game. Then it says that I'm in a bright grass-covered meadow, etc. There are some things that I could do in here. I could go to cave. So if I went to cave, I'm going to the cave, and it's just telling me the description for the cave because I haven't written any more in the cave description yet. But we'll go on now and have a look at how we can write some more code into the cave definition. So we'll have a look at that. So we've already got meadow, which is going to be quite similar. And I've got cave here, but at the moment there's just a description. So what I'd like to do, I think, is take this code from here. I'm just going to copy it and Control V, paste it into my cave definition. So we've got the same kind of arrangement. We're getting a choice, asking people what they want to do. But I don't this time want to have cave because I'm already in the cave. So it says in the cave, it says you're in a dark cave, light streams in from behind you, something is glinting on the floor. The cave goes further, but it's so dark you cannot see. So what do I want to do? So let's have an option to go further into the cave. So the option could be, let's see, it says go further. Just noticed that my indent there is not quite right, so I just need to move that in. And the same applies to this. This is always a problem. Sometimes, if you copy and paste something, you've just got to be careful of those indents again. So we've moved those indents in now. There's no red lines or anything else under it, so that's good. So if choices go further, then we're going to say you decide to go further into the cave. And then we're going to have a definition here called something like, let's call it deeper cave. Now I haven't written deeper cave yet, so it is going to give me this error at the moment because it's an undefined name, but I can easily fix that problem by just writing a definition for that at the bottom here. And we'll add to that. I'll add to that later on. So I've decided to go deeper into the cave. There is something on the floor here, so it's glinting. So I could have another choice that's called so it's look at floor. Then instead of going back to another place there, this is we're looking at the floor. It's just telling us what we see. So again, we're going to go back to cave in that case. And obviously, if they put something else in, you can't do that. So again, we want to go back to cave. And spell it correctly. We want to go back to cave. So if I decide to go further, I'm going to move on. If I get look at the floor. It's going to tell me there's a knife. Now later on, I can add to this code, and I can allow them to pick up the knife and keep it. But at the moment, I've not implemented that idea. I've not put the inventory idea yet in here. Now, if you're interested in doing an inventory, there's a page on that, and I think there's a video on that on the help pages as well. But there's definitely a page on how to do inventory. So if you want to do that sort of straight away, you can have a look at that. But all I'm doing here is just waiting. Basically, I'm making my cave definition a little bit better by having my if statements in, but it's not finished yet. It's not finished by any stretch of the imagination. I can move this on a lot more. And I can do the same thing here then with, I've got my deep forest. So if I decided to go from forest into a deeper forest, I could. I've done forest, so I need to do that one next really. So if the choice is forest, we're going to the forest. So again, I'm going to give some choices on that. So I just do the quick copy. So we'll copy that code, and then right in here, we'll paste it in. And we need to add that forest thing there on the end. So we go back to the start of here. Obviously, these are not right because I'm not going to choose cave anymore. So these need to be changed in order to make this work properly for us. So I've also got the indent issue there again. So I need to make sure that's working. Make sure they're indented properly. Once they're correctly indented, then that's going to be fine. So it's telling me here that I don't have anything called choice, and that's because I forgot to copy that bit of code out. So I'm going to copy it out now and put that just in there. Make sure we're all lined up properly, and now it should be okay. You can move on and try to start developing your game and make it a little bit more interesting. So don't type all the code again. You can just copy this in, fix the indents up, and change the choices so that it works.